Hi y'all. I don't like to be in the video, so there's the stille if y'all can enjoy while I read the Norwegian to y'all. Okay. Leksjon 6a. Hva koster en appelsin? Yeah, that's actually supposed to be pronounced more like appelsin, but I usually do pronounce it a little bit more like appelsin. Okay. Hva koster en appelsin? I'll try to read slowly. Most of these would obviously be spoken quicker. Hvor mye koster et eple? Hvor mye koster et eple? How much is an apple? Hva koster en appelsin? How much is orange? Appelsin juice is apple, sounds like apple juice, but it's actually orange juice. Hvor mye blir det? How much is that? So you're asking how much that costs. Kort, 8. Et eple, 4. En appelsin, and you'll just see the number 1, like 1 eple, 1 appelsin. And this is why you need to remember articles when you learn a noun, because when you have to write these in sentences, you will have to use the article, the correct one, which is attached to the end of the sentence to make it a definite article. They don't just have like this and that. They do, but they conjugate it differently, so you're going to add the article onto the end of a noun to make it definite, and you'll need to have the correct, consistent article. 1 pære, so I'll just say the number. Melkesjokolade, 12. Vega, which is a newspaper, and it looks like VG. Aftenposten, which is a newspaper. Dagbladet, utsolgt. Dagbladet is a newspaper, and utsolgt means sold out. Takk, thank you. Mange takk, many thanks. Tusen takk, 1,000 thanks. Takk så mye. It's not used so often in Norway, but I used it a lot because I lived in Sweden first, and they say takk så mye. And the closest thing to that, when I finally stopped saying Swedish takk så mye here, is takk så mye. So I usually say that a lot, but it's not usual. It's just because I lived in Sweden first. Okay. I also say fika, which in Sweden is kaffekos. So kaffekos in Norway means your coffee break, or your little break in the day where you have coffee and a little bun or sandwich or something. And when I lived in Sweden, we did that every day, and it's called fika, so I still usually call kaffekos fika. But people know what I'm talking about. And I should do a video on that, fika and kaffekos. So just make a note real quick. Fika and kaffekos. Leksjon 6b. Lesson 6b. Hassan kiosken. This word might be difficult for y'all to say. It's spelt like kiosken. I'll just go with the main word. The main word is kiosk, which is kiosk. It looks like kiosk. You're kind of saying the letters, running them together into each other, and you kind of have to round your mouth when you do it. So it can be a little difficult, a little bit of a tongue twister for you to get your mouth to do what this word does. So just practice it, but people will know what you mean. Hassan kiosken. Kan jeg hjelpe deg? Can I help you? Ja takk. Kan jeg få Dagbladet? Ja thanks. Can I have a Dagbladet? Det dessverre utsolgt. We are unfortunately sold out. Har du vaga? Har du VG, which is the newspaper vaga. Sorry, that's so hard to say slowly to y'all. VG is the newspaper, and it's pronounced like the two Norwegian letters melded together. Ja, varsågod. And again, varsågod is kind of just like, yeah, here you go, or yeah, it doesn't, I don't usually use this word like I said. It just is kind of a, I feel like it's just an add-in word, like, yeah, or something like that, but people use it a lot. Ja, varsågod. Noe annat. So she's saying, yeah, there you go, or something like that. And anything else? Would you like anything else? Is what she's saying. Hassan says, ja, en banan og et äpple. Yes, one banana and one apple. So that's the noun with the article before the noun. So that's a banana, a apple. And now the next sentence, you're going to add the article to the end to make it definite articles. Bananen koster 3,50 og äpple 4. So the banana costs 3 kroner and 50 ore, and the apple cost 4 kroner, 0 ore. Like an ore is like a cent, really, really tiny. We don't really use them very much. Most people actually honestly use cards, not cash here. Det ble 17,50. That's 17 kroner and 50 ore. Hassan, her 20 kroner. So he hands her a 20 kroner paper bill. And then she gives him back the change. 2 kroner og 50 ore tilbake. Varsågod. And again, she's kind of using the varsågod, kind of like, here you go, there you go. So 2 kroner and 50 ore back is the change. Hassan says tack. Thanks. So I'll read it all again without English. Leksjon 6b. Hassan kiosken. Kan jeg hjelpe deg? Ja takk. Kan jeg få Dagbladet? Det dessverre utsolgt. Har du vega? Ja, varsågod. Noe annet? Ja, en banan og et äpple. Bananen koster 3,50 og äpple 4. Det blir 17,50. Her 20 kroner. 2 kroner og 50 øre tilbake. Varsågod. Takk. Yeah, I'm speaking very slowly. All of this would be said much quicker. So I'm trying to speak slower so y'all can understand the words and hear them a little better. But in real life, just like when you're speaking English to people that aren't native speakers of English, or maybe from a different part of your country, they may not understand how you're pronouncing and enunciating your words, because you're kind of taking off letters or adding letters, or talking a little bit in slang, or you're talking a little bit fast, or you're adding words together that are separate. You're kind of pronouncing them. So when you say that Norwegians talk fast, think about when you speak your native language and you do the same exact thing, just because you're used to it. Everybody does it. Nobody speaks one kind of English even within one country. We all have our accents and dialects, and my throat's getting a little sore because I'm doing a little talking. Sorry. Okay. Leksjon 6c. I'll read the whole thing in Norwegian slowly, and then I'll read it again and explain what they're saying. Jan, leksjon 6, Jan på postkontoret. Jan. Hei, jeg skal sende en pakke til Chicago, USA. Hva koster det? Jeg skal veie den. Den veier 4 kilo. 4 kilo. Det blir 360 kroner. Jan. Jeg har et postkort og. Skal det også til USA? Ja, hvor mye blir det? Det blir 370 kroner til sammen. Sorry, my throat hurts. Vær så god. 30 kroner tilbake. Vær så god. Mange takk. So, John is at the postkontoret, which is the post office, or in England we just call it the post. And he says, Hi, jeg skal sende en pakke til Chicago, USA. Hi, I would like to send this package, a package to Chicago, USA. When you use skal versus vil, they do not translate into English literally. Skal means you have a plan to do something, and you're going to do it, and vil means you would like to do something, but you're not sure you're going to be able to for whatever reason, like you may not have money, you might not have time, or etc. So that, I will make another video on that too, skal, vil, I'm making a little note of that. Okay, so, hei, jeg skal sende en pakke til Chicago, USA. Hva koster det? And the postkontoret person answers, jeg skal veie den. I'm going to weigh that. Den veier 4 kilo. That weighs 4 kilos. A kilo is like a pound for the Americans. You probably know that, but just making sure. It's a measurement of weight. Det blir 360 kroner. That will be 360 kroner. And John answers back. Jeg har et postkort also. And I did say og before. I often also pronounce it as og. So I shorten that when I speak normally. So jeg har et postkort og, or jeg har et postkort also. I have a postcard also. I also have a postcard. And the postkontoret person answers tilbake. Skal det også til USA? And what he's asking is, skal det also til USA? Will that also till USA? Which means, is that also going to America? And John answers, ja, hvor mye blir det? He's asking, how much will that be? Hvor mye, how much, blir det, will that be? And the postkontoret person answers back, det blir 370 kroner til sammen. Det blir, that will be 370 kroner til sammen, all together. So that will be 370 kroner altogether. Vær så god. So John's just using vær så god to say like, okay, something like that. It doesn't exactly mean something very specific. It's just kind of, again, I don't really use this word very often. It kind of means like, here you go, or it's kind of a filler word. But in this case, he's just saying like, okay, and looking for his change. And the postkontoret hands him back his change of 30 kroner tilbake. Vær så god. So they're using vær så god again. So he's kind of saying, here's your change, here you go. And John answers politely back, mange takk. Many thanks. Okay. Leksjon 6D. Jeg banken. You rise in the bank. En bank is a bank. Banken is the bank. Hei, jeg vil gjerne veksle $50 i norske kroner. Skal vi se, kursen 8,50. Det ble 425 kroner. Vær så god. Jeg skal og sende 1000 kroner til Thailand. Ja vel, her et skjema for å overpenger. Grei fyller ut skjemaet og gir det tilbake. Det ble 1120 kroner med gebyr. Grei. Det greit. Her kontonummeret. Takk. Okay, so Yurai's in the bank. Yurai at banken. Yurai says, Hi, jeg vil gjerne veksle $50 i norske kroner. I'm reading very slowly. Hi, I will like to change $50 in norsk kroner. And the bank teller says, skal vi se. Let's see. Kursen 8,50. So he's telling her how much it's going to be. You have to pay to change the money out plus the money that you're changing out. Det blir 425 kroner. Vær så god. So she's telling her how much it's going to be and just saying vær så god. Jeg skal også sende 1000 kroner til Thailand. And she's saying, Yurai is telling her that Yurai will also send 1,000 kroner to Thailand. Remember, Yurai is from Thailand, so that's her home country. She's sending money back via the bank to family or whoever in Thailand. And the bank teller says, ja vel. So it just means like, yeah. Her et skjema for å overføre penger. So here's a paperwork you fill out to change the money and send it. Yurai fyller ut skjema. So she fills out the skjema, the paperwork, og gir det tilbake and gives it back. Det blir 1120 kroner, 1120 kroner med gebyr, with the charge. Yurai says, det greit. Her kontonummeret. So she's saying that's great, that's fine, that's okay. Or, okay. And here's my bank number. And then takk. So the teller says thanks back to her. And at the top, and when you're in the bank, you might see words kassa 2, kassa 3. Those are line numbers. And valuta means value. And I should do a video on queuing, which is standing in line. You need to take a kolapp. So I'm making a note to make a video of what that is. So when you're in line to do something at the bank or the post office or the bus station to buy a bus ticket or train ticket at the train station, you're going to get a little piece of paper called a kolapp. So it gives you a number of what number you are in line. So you queue with a number. You don't just queue by standing there and jumping queue or whatever, usually. In perfect world. Okay. Leksjon 6. Yeah. Lesson 6E. Indira på biblioteket. Indira's in the library. Indira på biblioteket. Indira. Hei, jeg vil gjerne ha et lånekort. The woman at the desk says, ja, skal vi se. Bor du her i Nordby? Indira. Ja, jeg bor i Strandgata 4. The library person. Hva heter du? Indira. Indira Krishnan. And then the library person asks, kan du stavne etternamnet? And Indira spells her name out. K-R-I-S-H-N-A-N. And then she replies to Indira, Takk. Når du født? And Indira gives her birthday. 5/18/1982. Kan du skrive under her? And I will go through this again quickly in English. So Indira på biblioteket. Indira's in the library. She says, Hi, jeg vil gjerne ha et lånekort. So now, instead of saying, jeg skal gjerne, she's saying, jeg vil gjerne. So she would like to have the library card. When you say skal and vil, so skal means you have a plan and it's 100% going to happen. And vil means you'd like to, but you're not totally sure it's going to happen. That's why she's saying, jeg vil gjerne ha et lånekort. In this sentence, just in case for some reason she can't have the lånekort today or it doesn't go through or whatever. So, hi, jeg vil gjerne ha et lånekort. So, hi, I would like to have a bank card. A library card. And the library person says, ja, skal vi se. She's saying, okay, let's see now. And then she asks her where she lives. Bor du her i Nordby? So she's asking Indira if Indira lives here in Nordby, which is a suburb of Oslo. Indira replies, ja, jeg bor i Strandgata 4. So that's where she lives. That's her address. Hva heter du? What's your name? What are you called? Indira Krishnan. So she just gives her name. And then, kan du stavne etternamnet? So can you spell your after-name, your last name? I think the first name here is called Christian name, but I forget what that's called in Norwegian. It's not, I have to look at that. I forget right now. And then she spells her name. Okay, and then says, Takk. Når du født? So she's saying, thank you, and when were you born? And then Indira gives her birth date of 05/08/1982. So the date in Norway is given day, month, year. So just remember littlest to biggest, day, month, year. So 05/08/1982 would be the 5th day of the month, the 8th month of the year, and the year 1982. Kan du skrive under her? And she's asking Indira, can you write under here? But she's actually asking her, can you write your signature here? Okay. Indira skriver under på skjema. Indira, vær så god. The library lady. Takk, har du... This word's really hard to say, so I'll try to pronounce it slowly. Har du... It's hard to say slow. Legitimation. Legitimation. Ja, vær så god. Det fint. Her lånekortet. Kortet elektronisk. Du får en personlig kode. Indira finner ei bok. Hun får hjelp til å bruke lånekortet. Hun går hjem og begynner å lese ei boka. Okay, I read this again in Norwegian slowly with English explanation. Indira skriver under på skjema. So Indira skriver under, she writes under on the paperwork. So she's writing her signature on the paperwork. Varsågod just means like, here you go, here's my signature in this example. And then the lady at the library replies back, tack, thank you. Har du legitimation, which like your ID. Have you an ID? Do you have an ID? And Indira replies, ja, varsågod. So like, yeah, yes, here you go, here it is. So that's what varsågod means in this context, in this example. Det fint, that's great. Här lånekortet. Here's your library card. Here's the library card. Kortet elektronisk. The card is electronic. Du får en personlig kode. You have a personal code. Indira finner en book. So Indira finds a book. Hun får hjelp til å bruke lånekortet. She finds help to use her library card. Hun går hjem. She goes home. So hjem means she's going home. If she was home, it would be hjemme. Hun hjemme. But she's going home, so it's just hjem, not hjemme. When she completes going home, then she will be hjemme. So hun går hjem og begynner å lese I boka, and begins to read in the book. Okay, we're almost over. Yeah, just a couple more. Leksjon 6, uttale, pronunciation. Lang og kort vokal. Long and short vowels. Lang å, kort å. Lang å plus ingen eller en konsonant. Bok, to, bo, kona, krona, gå, koda. Kort å. Å plus flere konsonanter. Ost, Oslo, 14, onsdag or onsdag, borte. You can also say Oslo, but I usually say Oslo. Lomma, worden. Lang å plus ingen eller en konsonant. Hår, nå, så, år, over, sove. Kort å. This is the A with the circle over it. Plus flere konsonanter. 12, Norge, norsk, post, morgen, koste, kort, klokke, kopp, 8, 80, komma, dollar. Trygg. Banan, betale, gebyr, dessverre, personlig, kiosk, tilbake, legitimation. So try to say that slow and just try to say it a little bit faster each time, because that can be a little difficult. And I'll say them again slower. Banan, betale, gebyr, dessverre, personlig, kiosk, tilbake, legitimation. And you'll say those all a little faster, but just practice them slowly first. Du skriver, du sier. I'll try to write this in the video, what it looks like, how you say it. Varsågod. Hva koster eple? Det koster 5 kroner. Når du fått? Grammar. Substantive and pronomen. Substantive, ubestemt form. So indefinite form. Indefinite form in English is like a boy, a book, a truck. Bestemt is definite. So that's like the book, the candle, the girl, the house. So when you mean something specific, that means bestemt, definite. If you mean something generally, you mean ubestemt or indefinite form. So, en gut. I'm trying to say, okay. I'll just go along a line from the indefinite to the definite form and then what the pronoun of that is. So in English, the example would be a boy, the boy, him. And I'll write this out in English, but I'll just say it now in Norwegian. En gut, guten, han. Ei or en jente, jente or jenten, hun. So that would be ei jente, which would be jente, hun, or if you're going to use en jente, jenten, hun. En banan, bananen, den. Ei or en pære, so pære or pattern, and den. So if you're going to use I, it would be I pære, pære, den. If you're going to use en, it will be en pære, pattern, den. I would say I jente, jenta, hun, and I would say I pære, pære, den. But for those articles, you can choose as long as you're consistent per word. Okay. Et eple, eplet, det. Hvor gutten? Han en kiosken. Hvor jenta? Hun I banken. Hva koster bananen? Den koster 3,50. Hva koster pære? Den koster 5. Hva koster eplet? Det koster 4. Jeg har en venn. Vennen heter Jan. Han heter Jan. Jan har ei kone. Kona heter Eva. Hun heter Eva. Eva har et barn. Barnet heter Ola. Han heter Ola. Ola har en lærer. Læreren heter Lisa. Hun heter Lisa. Lisa leter etter ei bok. Bok heter Nye Norge. Den heter Nye Norge. Boka ligger under et brev. Brevet til Tor. Det til Tor. Hjelpeverb. Helping verbs. Kan ikke. Jeg kan ikke lese. Jeg bare 5 år. Men Per kan lese. Vil ikke. Jeg vil ikke trene. Jeg vil ha melk. Kari, du må. Skalka. Jeg skal ikke være hjemme I morgen. Jeg skal reise til Oslo sammen med mor. Må ikke. Du må ikke sykle alene I gata. Du må passe deg for biler. And you're going to hear cannot. The cannot words are going to be pronounced really slangy and a little bit different than if you pronounce them kind of separately and slowly. So I'll go through these again real quick. So can ikke, which is can and cannot. Most people are not going to say can ikke. They're going to put those words together. It's going to sound more like kanka or kanika, or it's going to be pronounced more like kanisha, vil ikke. You're going to hear more something closer to vilika or vilisha, something like that. Skal ikke. Skal ikke might be said a little announced and separate, or it might be pronounced closer to skalka or skalisha. depending on the dialect, and something similar like that. Må ikke. I pronounce this more together. So må ikke, I would, unless I'm really trying to be stroppy and pronounce them separately, I generally pronounce it more close to mokka. So the ma and ikke, I would pronounce them as if they were one word kind of squished together. Mokka. Ordenstal. So ordenstal is the difference between one and first. So one, let's see, I'll do this all in Norwegian and then in English. Ordenstal. En, den, det, första. To, andre. Tre, tredje. Fyra, fjärde. Fem, femte. Sex, sjätte. Siv och sju, sjuende och syvende. Åtta, åttonde. Ni, nionde. Ti, tionde. Elva, elfte. Tolv, tolfte. 13, trettonde. 14, fjortonde. 15, femtonde. 16, sextonde. 17, syttende. 18, åttonde. 19, nittonde. 20, sjuende. Or tivende, if you're going to say tiv. 30, trettende. I'll just write that out in English. You're not going to use those very often, so I'm not going to really bother saying how closer to actual quick pronunciation those are. That's good enough. Or uttryck. Kan jeg hjelpe deg? Ja takk. Nei takk. Kan du hjelpe meg? Ja, selvfølgelig. Kan jeg få? Det dessverre utsolgt. Jeg vil gjerne ha. Ja, vær så god. Nei, vi har ikke. Vi har dessverre ikke i dag. Hva koster? Hvor mye koster? Det koster kroner. Hvor mye blir det? Hva blir det? Det blir kroner og øre. Jeg vil gjerne veksle i norske kroner. Kan jeg få veksle i norske kroner? I'll make a video also to explain when you add the E to the word. Like sometimes you'll say norsk something and sometimes you'll say norske something. In this case, kan jeg få veksle bla i norske kroner is correct. Hva kursen for bla i dag? So just jeg skal sende bladkroner til blad. Kan jeg få et skjema for å overføre penger? Jeg vil gjerne ha et lånekort. Kan jeg få lånekort? Har du legitimasjon? Kan jeg få se legitimasjon? Trenger du hjelp? And I've said all of these really slow. There's no point right now to saying them any quicker because you're probably not going to understand them right now really quicker. But those would all be said a bit quicker and the words are going to be a little squished together. Just like you might in English when you're speaking your native language. Samfunnsfag. Penger in Norge. You have 1 krone, which equals 100 øre. Mynter is coins. 50 øre, 1 krone, 10 kroner, 5 kroner, 20 kroner. Sedler is paper money, and they've just changed what the paper money looks like, and I'm not quite sure what it looks like the new stuff. I think it has more colors or something. I can't remember. 50 kroner, 100 kroner, 700 kroner, 500 kroner, 1000 kroner. Mål i Norge. 1 liter, 10 deciliter, 100 centiliter, 1000 milliliter, vekt i Norge. 1 kilo, 1 kilo, 1 kilo. 10 hekto, 1000 gram. Längde i Norge. 1 mil, 10 kilometer. 1 kilometer, 100 meter. 1 meter, 10 decimeter. 100 centimeter, 1000 millimeter. I'll write that out in English. Legitimation, pass, your passport. Bankkort, your bank card. Førerkort is your driver's license. Ferdig. We are finished.